A Houston police officer who was shot in the line of duty is talking about the surprise visit he got from then candidate Joe Biden. For more than a year, the visit was kept under wraps. And tonight, Marcelino Benito is talking to Officer Taylor Rocafort about his road to recovery and that special visit with the president.
While Democratic presidential contenders debated at TSU in 2019, just a mile away, a violent robbery spree was unfolding in the 3rd Ward.
Officer down.
The man down was Officer Taylor Rocafort.
The first one hit me right here.
He was shot 3 times.
I was so fortunate that night, and in such an unfortunate situation where I knew I was coming close to death.
All the assets in place at the debate were able to get to Rocafort quickly. Chief Acevedo got there as they loaded him into an ambulance.
I remember seeing his eyes. He was afraid that he was going to die. And I remember telling him, "You're not going to die."
Trauma surgeons told Rocafort it was a very close call.
He said I was within about 2 minutes of bleeding to death. I'd pretty much lost all the blood in my whole body and went through a miraculous surgery.
3 days later, Chief Acevedo's cell phone rang.
You say, "Chief, Joe Biden here." And I say, "Mr. Vice President, how can I help you?" He goes, "Listen, I'm still in town. And if you think, and I wanted to call and check on your officer that was shot." And he said, "And if you think it would be helpful to help raise his spirits, I'd sure like to visit with him at the hospital."
My dad said, "Hey, get ready. Vice President Biden's coming to see you." I said, "Really? I know I was on a few different meds and stuff," but I was like, "Okay, I guess that's what you said."
But it wasn't a dream. A short time later, Joe Biden walked into his hospital room.
I just had a little one-on-one, just talking to him for a little bit and talking about, certain things hardships we've both gone through in our life and overcoming them and being grateful for life.
Rocafort now knows those conversations.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Were with a future president of the United States.
That's not something a lot of people can say that it has happened to them before, where they've met, somebody who's now president of the United States.
Biden signed his hospital pillow and gifted him and his family a special coin. News of the visit was kept quiet, never released, at Biden's request.
It does say a lot about the event that happened and what a genuine event it truly was in a world where, in politics where most stuff is all done solely for political gain. It was something that was done just out of the generosity of somebody's heart.
At a time the nation is so divided, Acevedo decided now was the time to make the visit public on Twitter.
It was important for the American people and for the people of Houston to know that there's a decent guy in the White House.
It's been more than a year since Rocafort walked out of the hospital after his visit with Biden, and he says it's not about politics, but the kindness of a man now president who showed empathy when he needed it most.
The shooting changed my life forever, and every experience that came along with it is forever a part of me.
Marcelino Benito, KHOU 11 News.